Hey, Grok is back, everyone. Hey, Grok is back. And in this series, we ask Grok, which is an AI chatbot on Twitter, questions about Liverpool Football Club. And we get into a conversation with Grok on that specific subject. And I'll tell you one thing. This series has been incredible. I absolutely love it. I love the first episode, the second episode. Go back and watch the first two episodes. This series is brilliant. And the information and the sheer conversation I have with Grok is just very intriguing. It's intriguing and very, very interesting. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you smash that like, smash that share, smash that comments, get your comments in, and also subscribe to the channel as well. And get your notification bells on, because we will be doing much, much more of these episodes, the Hey Grok episodes. I absolutely love them. So in this episode, it is going to be about the Egyptian king once again, because Mohamed Salah, we all know this already, Mohamed Salah has signed a contract extension with Liverpool. What does that mean for Liverpool? What does that mean in broader terms for the Premier League? That is exactly why I asked Grok on Twitter the other week. And again, another interesting conversation came out of it. And wow, I just absolutely love these episodes. Absolutely love these episodes. So let's get straight into it, guys. Let's get straight into it. I started with the question, hey Grok, what does Mohamed Salah signing mean to the Premier League, for the Premier League? This is the initial response for Grok. One second, I'll just set it up around here so I can read it off the laptop as well. Mohamed Salah's new contract with Liverpool, keeping him at the club until 2027, is a massive deal for the Premier League. At 32, he's still performing at an elite level, leading the league with 27 goals and 17 assists this season. Obviously, I did this before the West Ham game. It is now 18 assists, guys. 18 assists. Let's not get anything twisted there. 18 assists now. His presence ensures Liverpool remain a dominant force, likely pushing for titles and keeping the competition intense at the top. For fans, it's a guarantee of more electrifying moments. The guy's a record breaker, already fifth on the Premier League's all-time scoring list with 184 goals. He is going to be looking at, and again, look, it's just saying how dominant he has been this season there with the goals and the assists. And as a Liverpool fan, and many Liverpool fans out there, we see this is not going to dry up. It doesn't seem like it's going to dry up. If it does dry up next season, then it's going to have to major drop off. But these goals and these assists are going to keep coming. Even if he plays poor, he still gets his goals and assists. Against West Ham, I thought he was incredible first half. I mean, I felt sorry for that Scarles at left back. He had a torrid time against him. Definitely a lesson that he's going to be learned as a young fullback. But yeah, Salah is just going to continue adding to his legacy in terms of goals and assists, certainly. Whatever happens in his performances or drops or anything like that, he is an absolute magician when it comes to getting these stats as well. So 184 goals. Shearer's record might be, I won't say out of sight, but he might look at it. He might have a little glance, and he's got to really have two good seasons though to get Shearer's record. But I think he'll be more looking at Harry Kane's record in second place. And let's see if Harry Kane doesn't come back over there here himself, because there was rumours about that. So let's get on to the second part of what Grok said about that question there. So Grok went on to say, rival clubs like Man City, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, who climbed into the top four, will have to keep dealing with his relentless output, which could shape the title race. His decision to also stay signals the Premier League's pull as a destination for world-class talent, despite lucrative offers from places like Saudi Arabia, which was linked to be 500 million who were getting linked with Saudi Arabia. That was the reports coming out. £500 million he was offered a year, and he has rejected it. And that is the desire to play for Liverpool, and again in the Premier League, because the Premier League, the place to be, is the one way he can add to his legacy, add more records. He wants to be here. On the flip side, it might frustrate teams hoping to capitalise on his contract expiring, as replacing his production would have cost a fortune. Think 100 million plus in today's market. Liverpool can now focus on strengthening other areas, which could make them even tougher to beat. The league stays richer with Salah around, both in quality and drama. Absolutely, Grok. Absolutely. The Premier League, he is absolutely he's not just the face of Liverpool right now. He is the face of the Premier League. You saw the reaction of the Premier League Twitter, the Premier League, social media. After Salah signed, it was just all about Salah. And rival fans, a lot of them will hate it. They'll see that, but he is the one that's doing it. He's the one that's putting Premier League on the map. He's the one that's in the Ballon d'Or conversations with La Liga players. is the one that's doing it this season specifically. There's no one really else in the Premier League that's been up there in terms of Ballon d'Or competition. You're talking about Yamal, you're talking about Rafinha, you're talking about Vinicius, Mbappe. Then you go into Bundesliga with Musiala, Kane. They're the players that's been talking to in Ballon d'Or. Mohamed Salah is the guy for the Premier League. Is the guy that will get into those conversations with the Ballon d'Or because of how good he has been. He is Premier League's, I don't say golden boy, but he's certainly Premier League's star right now. He is the face of the Premier League, and he is certainly the face of Liverpool. And it's absolutely fantastic for the Premier League as well as Liverpool that he stays there. I'm sure a lot of rivals won't agree with that. I see the Man United fans. I've seen them all this week. Oh no, not again! I don't want him staying here. Absolutely ripped us apart. Over the years, and they're gutted for it. But as a Premier League as a whole, I bet the Premier League, the people working for the Premier League, are absolutely delighted to see Mohamed Salah stay. So this is the question I asked Grok, and the response I got. How important for Liverpool is that this deal is finally done? Because it really did take some time, let's be honest. But it has been finally done, and how important is that? Mohamed Salah signed a new contract with Liverpool until 2027 is massive for the club. Arguably their biggest win of the season off the pitch. Here's why it's so crucial, and I absolutely love this. They did it last time. Grok did it last time, and they put it into little sections and it just explained everything a bit more clearly in terms of reasons why. And I absolutely loved how they set this up on Grok last time, and they've done it again, and it's sensational. So number one, on-field impact. Salah's still a freak of nature at 32, top in the Premier League with 27 goals and now 18 assists. Let's get that correct. He's not just a player, he's a one-man wrecking crew who can single-handedly decide games. Losing him would have gutted Liverpool's attack and their title hopes, especially with them sitting 8 points clear at the top. He wouldn't have done anything for this title hopes. So they've done next season title hopes. By the way, with 13 points clear at the top, Grok. I'm not recording this after. Keeping him locked in their biggest weapon. And then they also went on to say stability and focus, but I'll continue with that in a minute. Number two, the saga over his contract was a distraction for months. I thought that, that's why it seemed to play a little bit of freedom on Sunday against West Ham. I've noticed that massively. Fans, media, and even the dressing room were buzzing with what ifs. Now it's done. Manager Arne Slot and the squad can focus purely on football without the cloud of Salah's future hanging over them. It's a psychological boost at a critical point of the season. Absolutely. And you know what? It is nice that we are 8 points clear, then 10 points clear, 13 points clear, things like that. It was nice that we are that. But I think even if the title race were closer, I think that boost would have been huge for Liverpool. I think it's just allowed me as a fan just to relax a little bit now. Now Virgil van Dijk's getting close to getting done as well, and we could just sit back and enjoy the football for what it is. And again, look, on Sunday against West Ham, I thought Salah just, especially that first half, he played with a little bit of freedom, played with a little bit of cockiness again. He just played like the Salah we knew. Maybe it has calmed him down a little bit. Now he knows he's definitely staying. Number three, financial sense. Sorry, replacing Salah could have been a nightmare. A player of his caliber, someone like Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland, would have cost upwards of £100 million, and even then, you're gambling on them matching his output and chemistry with the team. Plus, his commercial pull, especially in the Middle East, keeps Liverpool's brand massive globally. If Salah went to Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, he'd have been like the king over there. He'd have been, he's already the main man at Premier League. Over there, he's seen more so than Ronaldo over there because of how the impact he has on Islam and being such an iconic figure and a brilliant role model, by the way, for Islam. Is just the epitome of how he should be in society and how a great role model is. I think over in Saudi Arabia, he'd have been treated like a king, absolute king. He's treated like a king in Liverpool, let's be honest. He is an Egyptian king. He is certainly a king to us guys. Like it said there, matching that, and I've been saying it. Look, if to replace him, if he left, this is why we need to replace him gradually. We need to bring someone in before he goes and let them learn off a little bit, because replacing him after this season, if he went for free after this season, the goals, the assists that he's doing, to replace him as a right winger, you'd have been like, just shocked. It might be too much for someone to come in. This is why you need to. It's so important to keep that there, and then hopefully replace him proactively rather than reacting to him leaving in a couple of years. That's the best thing that we can do there. So yeah, they also went on to 2 more points as well. Did Grok for signal of ambition? FSG throwing a bit of ambition, and I absolutely praise them for this. This is what Liverpool fans want. This is what the Liverpool fans that were criticised FSG. This is what we want. We want them to show a little bit of ambition. This is ambition. Finally, tying down Salah, especially with interest from Saudi clubs waving blank checks, shows Liverpool mean business. It's a statement to rivals and players alike that they're building around elite talent, not cashing out. They won't cash out because they won't have got money for it. This could help in negotiations with other key players like Virgil van Dijk, whose contract talks are still ongoing. We know that's going to come to end very, very soon. But yeah, like what we've also been bringing up on documents is the impact that it could have on transfers coming in this summer. You see someone like Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk staying, they're thinking, yes, these are the players I want to play with. These are the players I want to play with in the next couple of seasons. These are the players that will help us go through more title runs. And because if you lose them, you're thinking that's a big backward step for Liverpool. They might not challenge for a title, and someone coming in to Liverpool would want to challenge for the title. So it helps massively, and fair play to FSG for doing that, for just stop being as stubborn as they have been. Transfer window's a different kettle of fish. Do I think they're going to show impression in that? I hope so. This is all we've wanted from FSG, just a little bit of ambition off the pitch, and we've finally got it with the contracts. Fan base moral. Salah's a cop idol up there with likes of Gerrard and Dalglish for many fans. His exit would have crushed morale at Anfield. Instead, this deal has supporters buzzing, fueling the electric atmosphere that's made Liverpool's home ground a fortress. All you have to do is see the reaction online of Mohamed Salah staying. You will know what it means to Liverpool fans. Forget the noise from certain people that like to put him down constantly. The fans will give him his flowers, and the fans do give him his flowers, and absolutely rightly so. He has given us so many brilliant moments in the last few years, in the last 7-8 years he's been here. Since the moment he came through the door, he was record breaking. He was sensational. That first season he came in, broke the goal record. The goals against Watford, the goals against Tottenham, Man City, Roma, Chelsea. Just so many times this guy has put a smile on our faces, and it would have been absolutely devastating. It would have been that level of like Gerrard leaving. That's how heartbreaking it could have been. And yes, he's going to go at some point, but at least we're going for another 2 years. We'll deal with that later down the line. Hopefully, still bagging the goals in, but if he stops a little bit, it might be easy to let him go. The only slightly downside is age means Liverpool still need to plan for life after Salah, but this buys them time to do it smartly. Exactly what I've just said. For now, it's a masterstroke that keeps their title charge on track and their identity intact. Yes. Got further questions. Does his age really matter when he's proving it on the pitch? When he's proven on the pitch this season, he's better than anyone in the world. Grok answered, "You're absolutely right. Mohamed Salah's age at 32 almost feels irrelevant when he's touching the Premier League like he is, with 27 goals and 18 assists. Grok, he's not just the best in the league. You could argue he's outshining everyone globally right now. Nobody's matching his output. Not Haaland, not Mbappe, not anyone. So does his age really matter? Let's break it down." So this is where Grok is absolutely brilliant again, breaking it down into sections, which makes it much easier to not just read, it makes it easier to understand. And I think it's fantastic how they've done it. So why doesn't it matter, in brackets, much? Why does it matter much? Salah's proven that peak performance isn't tied to a birth certificate. His game isn't built on raw pace like a youngster winger might be. It's about freakish intelligence, movement and finishing that's only got sharper with experience. He's like a fine wine. Still lethal, just smoother. His durability is insane too. He's barely missed games, playing 3,000 minutes plus last season alone. The season's stats scream world's best, and Liverpool's 8-point lead, 13-point lead, owes a ton to him. When you're this good, who cares about turning 33? Then went on to say why it would matter a bit. I love the little brackets that I put in here. Age doesn't stop him now, but biology is undefeated. The new contract runs to 2027, when he'll be 35, but he will be playing till he's 34 because his contract went till June, July. If he stopped playing the football, he stops playing like in April. So April, May latest. Sorry, May the latest. So he will be 34 when he actually stops playing the football. His contract will run out when he's 35, though. Even for a fitness freak like Salah, recovery times could creep up, and the Premier League's relentless pace might eventually take a toll. Liverpool have to think long-term planning for success. It is smart, not because it's slowing down now, but because nobody defies time forever. Think of Cristiano Ronaldo, still elite at 35, but not quite the same as he was at 30. Now, the bigger picture. Right now, Salah's age is a footnote because he's playing the best on the planet. His impact, goals, assists, leadership is irreplaceable today. But Liverpool's new deal is a genius because it secures him at his peak while giving them breathing room to scout the next big thing without panic. His current form means that they can keep building the team around him, no question. His age doesn't really matter. When he's this good, it's a number next to the guy rewriting record books. The only reason to even give it a glance at it is the plan for 2027. But that's a problem for the future. Liverpool today, he's untouchable. It is the perfect, like Grok said, it is the perfect amount of time. 2 years is perfect. If maybe a year extended, potentially, depending on how it goes for the next 2 years. But we can see now in the next 2 years that if he does slow down, then we can replace him in 2027. He's only got 2 years left of that contract. So that's absolutely fine. But right now, from what we've seen this season, it looks like he's gone up another level. So to come back down and drop off to the thought of like a 35 usually would, it'd have to be a massive drop off. And it's a gamble worth taking. It's an absolute gamble worth taking. What's more of a gamble? Paying someone that could drop off in the next 2 years for 2 years, or going out there and spending 100 million on a winger that has the pressure of replacing Salah straight up. It absolutely is the right decision to do that, and I think it will benefit Liverpool long term. So then I went and asked Grok, should rivals worry about Salah staying? Quick answer, yes. That is the first answer we got off that. Of course they should. Yes, rival teams should absolutely be worried about Mohamed Salah staying at Liverpool until 2027. His new contract is a gut punch to their hopes of seeing Liverpool weakened. And here's why they're sweating. Point 1. He's a game changer. Salah's 27 goals and 18 assists this season aren't just numbers, they're daggers to opponents. He's the Premier League top goal scorer and playmaker, capable of flipping any match with a moment of brilliance. We saw against West Ham, the touch, the skill, the pass, the goal. Simple as that. Where was I now? Teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest, who are chasing Liverpool's 13-point lead, know they'll face him at peak multiple times a season. That's a nightmare for defenders and keepers alike. You saw, I don't know if anyone's seen it online, you saw Aina's, right back for Nottingham Forest, Aina's reaction to Salah saying the league is finished. He pretty much said everything. Aina absolutely said everything. And that's a team, by the way, we haven't beaten. That's the only team we haven't beaten, Nottingham Forest. And he's saying the league's finished. Another point, Liverpool stay elite. Salah's presence keeps Liverpool as title favourites. Without him, rivals could have smelt blood. His exit would have been like Arsenal losing Henry in his prime. Instead, Liverpool's attack remains a buzzsaw and their confidence is sky high. Rivals right now face a side that's not rebuilding but doubling down on dominance. Tactical headache. Managers hate planning for Salah. His movement, finishing and ability to link up play makes him unpredictable. He's not just scoring tap-ins, he's creating chances out of nothing. Think he's 0.45 expected assists per game. Teams have to wrap their game plans, double team him, and Trent Alexander-Arnold or Dominic Szoboszlai get space, leave him one-on-one, and you're toast. That's massive there. The amount of times Salah has to be double teamed, and next season, hopefully we'll have a brilliant striker. Hopefully we may have maybe another 10 that's in those pockets as well that can capitalise on the space that Salah makes. Because when he's getting doubled up, that's a player less there to watch the other spaces around for the rival teams. It's a massive headache for people to manage against him. I'd hate to be a manager on the other side. I'd hate to manage it because if you're doubling up, then you're leaving gaps. But if you don't double up, then you're leaving Salah one-on-one. It's especially if it's Salah's feeling it. That one-on-one, as we saw Sunday against, I know he's a young lad, but that one-on-one is too much for some people. Market ripple effect. Rivals hoping to snatch Salah on a free transfer or weaken Liverpool's transfer budget are out of luck. Its £350,000 a week deal, reportedly, doesn't gut Liverpool's finances, so they can still strengthen elsewhere. Meanwhile, teams like Chelsea or Manchester United, who I might have dreamed a cut price Salah, are stuck fishing for pricier and less proven options. I don't know why Chelsea might not going for Salah though, Grok. I don't know where you're getting that from. Plus, that's the only thing I don't sort of agree with here is the fact that I think we will strengthen elsewhere, but I think we've already seen a report come out saying if Van Dijk and Salah stay, it's going to take a big chunk out of the transfer budget. I don't agree with that. I don't think that should happen, but that's the way it is. So, psychological edge. Salah staying sends a message. Liverpool aren't slowing down. That's daunting for squads already battling to keep up. City's Haaland might score buckets, but Salah's all-round game gives Liverpool an edge in tight races. Arsenal's young guns, like Saka, have now to measure up to a guy who's still the benchmark. You see that, Arsenal fans. If you are watching, Arsenal fans, that is absolutely right. The only silver lining for rivals, Salah's 32, so might dip in a couple of years, but banking on that is wishful thinking. When he's playing like this, is world's best right now. They're stuck facing a Liverpool side that's hungrier and deadlier because of him. They're right to worry. I ask Grok here, now, can Liverpool provide ambition in the Premier League in the summer transfer window to give Salah the best chance to end his Liverpool career right and win more trophies? Because Mohamed Salah deserves, and so does Virgil van Dijk, to leave Liverpool Football Club on the back of more trophies. They deserve another Champions League at least, certainly. Can Liverpool provide that ambition now off the pitch to ensure that has every opportunity? Not expected to win it, but can they do everything off the pitch to make sure we have the best chance of doing it? That's the question. With Mohamed Salah locked in until 2027, they keep mentioning that, Liverpool have a golden opportunity to build around him and maximise his final years at the club. At 32, he's still the Premier League's best player, 27 goals and 18 assists. This season prove he's nowhere near done. But to give him the best shot at ending his Liverpool career with more trophies, the club needs to show some serious ambition. In the summer 2025 transfer window, here's how they can do it and whether they're likely to pull it off. Again, I absolutely love how Grok does this. What Liverpool need to do. Number one, secure key contracts. Beyond Salah, Liverpool must nail down Virgil van Dijk's future. At 33, he's still a defensive rock, but his contract ends up in 2025. Losing him would destabilise the backline, which Salah's attack relies on for balance. Trent Alexander-Arnold's situation is trickier. Real Madrid are circling, and his contract also expires in 2025. If he won't sign, Liverpool need to cash in rather than let him walk for free, then reinvest him. I don't know where they get him from because we can't cash in. He's going for free. Maybe they missed a little bit of detail on that one. I think another one that we need to nail down as well is Ibrahim Konate for me. Number two, strengthen the attack. Salah can't carry load alone forever. Darwin Núñez has been inconsistent, 5 goals this season. And while Luis Diaz and Gakpo are solid, neither is prolific finisher. A top-tier striker, someone like Alexander Isak, Newcastle fans. I didn't say it, I didn't write it. So, someone like an Alexander Isak, Newcastle star, though priced at 100 million plus, could complement Salah perfectly, letting him focus on creating as well as scoring. Alternatively, a versatile forward like Anthony Gordon could add person's depth. Newcastle fans, I haven't wrote this. If you can have a go at anyone, Grok is right there. Just tag Grok, have a go at them. Simple as that. Number three, bolster midfield and defence. Bolster midfield? Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Grok, we do need to bolster midfield. Don't let Liverpool get away with that, because we've already seen reports that Liverpool might not look at midfield. Dodgy. Ryan Gravenberch has stepped up, but Liverpool missed out on Martin Zubimendi last year. A world-class 6 would control games, giving Salah more chances to shine. Defensively, Ibrahim Konate's injuries and Joe Gomez's uncertain role highlight the need for a new centre-back. Names like Milos Kerkez and Alex's Jarrell Heto could add, so it says there, could add youth and flexibility at fullback, especially if Alexander-Arnold leaves. And this is beauty. PSG balance the books. Liverpool's £57 million pre-tax loss last season and £386 million wage bill means it can't go wild. Selling fringe players like Federico Chiesa, barely used, or even Nunes, if Saudi interest persists, could free up funds. Salah's new deal, likely £350,000 a week, already stretches the budget. So smart, value-driven signings are key. Grok, I see you. I see you. Can they do it? Liverpool's track record under Fenway Sports Group (FSG) is cautious but effective. They won't splash the cash like Man City, but have a knack of finding gems. Think Salah for himself in 36 million. And Arne Slot's first season has been a masterclass, with Liverpool's top in the league despite minimal summer signings. That suggests he and sporting director Richard Hughes knows the squad potential and also its limits. The good news, Salah's staying signals ambition, and Liverpool's 13-point lead shows they're already a trophy contender. FSG will back Slot to keep momentum, especially with Champions League revenue rolling in. A striker and a defender feel like realistic targets, maybe one big splash and a couple of shrewd buys. The bad news is losing Alexander-Arnold or Van Dijk will force a rebuild into the funds for attacking reinforcements. Rivals like City, Arsenal, and even Newcastle won't sit still, so Liverpool can't afford to miss their targets again, like Zubimendi. Will it happen? I'd say Liverpool have a strong shot at delivering. Slot's pragmatic approach and Hughes' transfer nous point to a focused window. Think 2 or 3 high-impact signings rather than a complete overhaul. Keeping Van Dijk feels likely. Alexander-Arnold's 50-50. If they land a striker, Isak's a dream, but someone like Victor Gyökeres is more realistic. And short of the defence, Salah will have the support to keep breaking records. His hunger for trophies is clear. He's said he wants to be a Liverpool legend, and the club knows his legacy. The catch. FSG's fragility could bite if they lowball targets or delay deals. Fans will demand ambition after Salah's commitment, and anything less than a bold window risks squandering his prime. I am optimistic Liverpool will step up, maybe not with a £200 million free, but with enough to keep Salah smiling and Anfield roaring. He's got 2 years to add to his Premier League, Champions League and FA Cup. With the right moves, he could lift them all again. Absolutely. And to end it, I just wrote Egyptian King. Haha, you nailed it. Mo Salah, the Egyptian King, is ruling the Premier League like a pharaoh. With his new deal keeping him until 2027, if you don't know by now, he's got the throne locked down. There's 27 goals and 18 assists, I must say again. Pure royalty. Rivals are shaking. And Anfield's chanting his name louder than ever. I did ask another question, but I stopped the conversation there. But yes, absolutely. And I absolutely love these. I love these conversations. I love these episodes that I'm doing. Absolutely love them. I find them so interesting, so intriguing, and I hope you guys at home love these episodes as well. If you absolutely love these episodes, make sure you smash that like button. Absolutely smash that like button. It would help us out massively in the road to 300 subscribers. Nearly at 300 subscribers. Just hit 100k views before the weekend. Absolutely appreciate everyone that's liked. Everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's following. Make sure you keep it up. Get your comments in as well for the Egyptian King, Mohamed Salah. How happy are you that Mohamed Salah is staying? And how happy is the Premier League that Mohamed Salah is staying? Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great week.